All right, welcome. So, as a warm up, yes, today we'll be talking about alleged marriage crash of Kiss Daniel. We don't know. Honestly, I do think the bloggers are speculating, but there's a lesson here that I want us to extract from the rumors, right? That his marriage has crashed. I hope not. I wish him the best, but I'm gonna read a statement that he made, and also some rumor reports that are coming. We try not to do rumors, but I saw an opportunity for real life lessons here, for something that's very tricky that people actually do to each other when they start to collect woto inside of marriage. But before we do that, let's just warm up a little bit with another edition of Pop the Balloon, right? Let's see if we can learn one or two things here, because I figure there's a lot of people here that are also single. I have a lot of clients that are single trying to figure things out. So, we need to continue to take care of all marriage-minded people in any of the status, either single, married, or divorced, or trying to get back in the game. We cater to all of that, as long as you are marriage minded. If you're not marriage minded, don't waste your time. Now we do offer life coaching, so it might be about other things such as career and stuff like that. I'm just saying, typically we're here because of romantic relationship and trying to do it the healthy way. Okay. All right, Marriott, welcome. I see Marriott. All right. Let's get into it. So we're going to react to this. I don't know how short the video is. One of the Pop the Balloons, and then we'll take it from there. Let's get into it.
Make some noise, ladies. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we have got a group of single men waiting to come out here and meet y'all. So when they come around this corner, they'll come out one by one. If you're feeling him, if he's your type, checks off all of your check boxes, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's something he said that you're like, oh, red flag, or, you just really can't see yourself dating this guy, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to a few of you, see why you ended up popping. You guys ready?
Yeah. Pop the balloon.
With that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Okay.
I'll have you hold
No
this.
one is popping balloons.
How you doing, Alette?
Good. How are you?
No one is
What's your
popping
name?
balloons.
My name is Brian.
Brian, how old are you?
I'm 40.
His name is Brian, is 40, right? Good news, no one is popping balloons. Remember the last one we covered here? I think immediately people started popping balloons, right? I think so, right? But no one's popping balloon right here. Maybe because he's a good-looking man. He has tattoos on it's American, so he has tattoos on his neck, around his arms, but he still looks kind of clean, right? Looks like he works out a little bit, right? So nobody is popping balloons yet, but I see some people already saying the pants are so tight. Pop. They're not popping, right? The pants are not that tight. I mean, it's fitted. There's a difference between fitted pants and... Let's keep going.
I'll be 41 in September.
Okay, it's coming
He'll
up.
be 41 in September.
And Brian, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic for a major airline.
All right.
So I fix planes. I want you to get home safe.
Aircraft mechanic for
you.
major airline. All right.
And now, what are some things that you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun. I like trail riding. I live in Houston.
Okay.
I'm from New Orleans, but I like to ride horses. I'm a country guy. Okay. I'm still city, but I like to do country things. I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. Okay. I like to read. I want to know about things that I don't.
He's from the ghetto. He likes to read. He's a nerd. Like, who would have thought, huh? Right? Yes, people with tattoos can also read. They also read. Stop the prejudgment already. Let's see. Auntie in brown see-through outfit or what? Let me ask you, these ladies that you're looking at on the screen, right?
Okay.
Let's see. They'll show
I like
them
to
in a
go
second.
lounging.
These ladies you're looking at on this screen right now, do you see like a consistent theme already? Do you notice a consistent theme that I can't see? Outside the fact that I think they're all black, right? Do you see a consistent theme? Anything yet? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Sesmo says today is Thursday. Pop. Mario says cover up. Black Diamond, welcome. He says he needs to show the goose. That's why he got them pants. Oh, you think that's why? Is that a thing now? They have to show the goods. Mario says I like country on pop. Ghetto? Question mark. Pop. Country, ghetto. Let's keep going.
Yes, right. I like to go to museums. You know, I just like to really have a good time.
Wait. What did he say? And why did the tall woman pop? I was carried away for a second there.
Okay. I like to go lounges, right? I like to go to museums.
Okay.
You know, I just
lounges,
like to really,
museums.
Have a.
What's wrong with lounges and museums? Or is it the way he said it? What happened there? Man, that's Jesus Christ.
Good time.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things that you're looking for in a woman?
Transparency, for sure.
Well, at least he didn't say he doesn't want promiscuous women. It's kind of like similar, but yeah, how you say things is actually more of the issues. Okay, it's not what you say; it's how you say. So he said transparency. Some people can interpret that, but hey, but you said you shouldn't have said. Remember the last guy, Ninja Turtle. It shouldn't have said promiscuous. You clearly were not listening, but it's okay. Let's just keep listening, okay? This one said transparency, okay?
You know, I just like to really have a good time.
Okay, nice.
Good time.
Now, what are some things that
Hey,
you're looking for in a
Oluremi.
woman?
Transparency, for sure. Transparency.
Okay.
If I can't
Transparency.
see who you are when I meet you, then I would never know.
All right, so somebody says so much spandex. Yeah, like all these outfits, I'm not sure where they will fit into. I don't know. Well, the one to the extreme right, she's dressed pretty all right. But everybody else, I'm like, what? Okay, all right. They were coming on a date, I guess, on some kind of date, to find a date. So let's keep going.
Right? Loyalty.
Loyalty.
That really, for men, that's a big thing. Loyalty.
Right, we've said
I
that
need to
here
know when you
before.
are.
Loyalty is a big deal for men, right? Not so much transparency. Transparency can mean so many things, but for a lot of men, that's a thing too.
A party and having a good time, that you loyalty and you faithful to a man like me.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, you know, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth.
So he doesn't have any deal breakers. Interesting. He doesn't have any deal breakers. She does not like museums. Interesting. That's the reason why she popped. She doesn't have to go to museums. Jesus Christ. My auntie is not visiting a museum. She likes new things. That show was funny. Transparency is not a problem. All the ladies are transparent. Jesus Christ. Let me. You guys have already started already. When I don't start. All right. Let's keep going.
Use that is really a problem. So I don't really have any deal breakers. But as far as deal breakers,
Wait, why am I hearing so many pop? He doesn't have any deal breakers. Ladies in the chat, is that a red flag for you if a man doesn't have any deal breakers? Is that a red flag? Tell me. Is that a red flag? Let me see if somebody is quick enough to tell me something. If a man does not have any deal breaker, is that a red flag? Or do you guys consider he must be lying or something? At 40-41, right? The lady in fuchsia pink is the only person I think is well presented. That's what's fuchsia pink? I don't know what that is. The lighter pinky or the almost purple pink? Which one is that? The dark skin lady? Huh? No deal breaker. That's cap. Somebody's saying that's cap. But is there? Why do you feel like that's cap?
Stop the cap.
Huh? Why do you feel like that's cap? It's a red canopy. If he does not have deal breakers, he will show you Pepe. That's another angle. So is that why a bunch of people are popping?
deal breakers, I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, you know, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth that is really a problem. So I don't really have any deal breakers. But as far as deal breakers,
Those were 3
I don't really have
pops.
any.
Okay. All right. So we did get a few pop balloons.
Okay.
Let's go on over to those ladies
All
see
right.
why they ended up popping.
No problem.
All right. Let's start right on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi.
But wait, why is not having a deal breaker pops? Right? Why is that? Why is that a bunch of pops? I'm curious. Why are a bunch of people? Why did you guys think that's? Because some of you here also think that's a red flag. Sparkleberry says not really. He probably cannot recognize what a deal breaker is. Welcome, Sparkleberry. Fuchsia is similar to hot pink. I don't know what. Like I'm supposed to. That's supposed to clarify for me. Are you serious? Oh god. If it's not red, blue, green, yellow, listen. You better be a little bit more clear. What? Almost purple pink. Okay, that one. Okay. All right. That sounds better. Epsiba says he's lying. How do you think he's lying? Why do you think he's lying? Right? Why is not having a deal breaker automatically lying to you? How? How? Tell me why you think that's lying. His parents are giving Miami. Is that what they were in Miami? Is that what you mean, Marriott? 4 pops. There was 4 pops. So how will I know what his triggers are so as to avoid them? What triggers and deal breaker, how are they related? Right? You're supposed to be experiencing each other and be learning each other as you go. Why do you want to know everything up front? These are the issues, eh? These are the issues. Why do you feel the need to know everything up front? Huh? Tell me. Why do you feel the need to know? He probably lacks boundaries and probably has things in his closet that are multiple deal breakers. How? Lacking boundaries, right? It's also not a thing forever. Some of them you might discover as time goes on. Why do we have a problem discovering each other over a period of time? Why can't we let the poor man breathe? I know his parents can't breathe.
Let be poor. Breathe.
Let's continue.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker, but I go by Mrs.
Okay.
She's
I'm
Mrs.
39,
Parker.
And
You said you're
And-
39?
39.
All right.
And Mrs. Parker, what do you do?
I'm a professional makeup artist.
A makeup artist?
Yeah, shout out to Makeup by Mrs. Parker.
All right. And Mrs., why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped your balloon because you said you don't have any deal breakers, and everybody has to have some type of deal breaker, so you have to have something that you don't like.
Everybody has to have some type of deal breaker. Is that a rule written down somewhere in a paper somewhere? In a book of rules? Huh? Where did we get this from? Everybody has to have some type of deal breaker. Over time, I get it. Or is it because they're of age? Could it be because of their age? They just kind of know that everybody has something. And is that why? If they were much younger, do you think their answers might be different? Right? Epsiba says, I think he's lying because every man wants something in his woman. Well, he likes what he sees. I would hope so, right? But he hasn't told us anything yet with regards to what he's seeing, right? Film girl, but women have too many color. Is film girl here? Film girl, don't show. Film girl, alpha. Film girl was the one who said typical man with colors. Okay. All right. Film girl, what women have too many color palettes. You will hear cockroach, brown, avocado. Right. Exactly. Like if it's not red, blue, green, yellow, maybe purple. Maybe I know teal because it's close to blue. Right. Outside of those, you lose me instantly. Okay. Every time I have to ask my wife, okay, what color is that? I don't know what she's talking about. You don't know, and then she goes, you don't know. I was like, I don't know. You have to ask every time. Yes, I have to ask every time. Anyway, we are too woke for that. He said he likes transparency, so a deal breaker would be disloyalty. There you go. Well, that's implied at least, right? He said it's like transparency and loyalty, and that's another angle, right? So could it be that these people were just too sensitive, popping so soon, right? Could it be that, or maybe there are other things? Maybe they were already on the edge, right? I think most people are already on some kind of edge, and they were thinking about it, and they're just looking for you to run your mouth into a hole, essentially. All right, let's keep going.
But you look really nice. You look dapper. Nice to meet you.
It's definitely nice to meet you.
No deal breakers, no
when it comes to deal
standards.
breakers, I'm not a surface level dating. It's definitely nice to meet you. When it comes to deal breakers, I'm not a surface level dating type of guy, right?
Okay.
I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from New Orleans, right?
He doesn't care about your past. He's from the ghetto. Now, there's a disconnect in what he's saying and deal breaker. The past does not mean deal breaker, right? I don't know why he keeps using that interchangeably. He said, I don't care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. So that means I don't have deal breaker? I'm not sure what the connection is. Let's keep going.
So nothing that you done in your past doesn't matter to me because that was before me. After me, that's when you upgrade yourself. So that's why I said I don't have any deal breakers, because I don't want to say.
Thank you for this comment, Marriott. Exactly. I don't know men to talk in deal breakers. Maybe if they use a different word. Yes. I don't. Now, these men nowadays are a little bit different. Okay. Yeah, these men are kind of different. but generally, from where I'm from and the way I grew up, men, and I'm not talking about just Yoruba people or anything like that. I'm talking speaking in English. Men trying to date and talking about deal breakers, that's a little off. Men go for what they like, and oftentimes they might even be dating multiple people at the same time. And they just go for what they like, and they go as time goes. Them recording the deal breaker as a form of list somewhere, I can expect that from women, but not men in general. So I can understand why he might not be able to come up with something off the top of his head as a deal breaker. I can understand that. But like somebody said earlier, he already said he likes loyalty and transparency. Maybe he's a man of a few words. How about that? So I have a feeling it's not about the deal breaker. It's other things. Why they popped those balloons? They were just already on the edge. They were ready to hear something. Although it's a dating show, they're kind of like already hearing. They're listening out for a reason to reject you, which is why you don't go there and overreact. Let's keep going.
Hey,
Wait, somebody just popped.
It matter to me because that was before me. After me, that's when you upgrade yourself. So that's why I said I don't have any deal breakers.
Hit the like
I
button.
don't want to say that, hey, you're not my type.
So somebody's like, all right, he doubled down. I don't like no deal breaker. They popped again. All right.
Because of what you done in your past, not knowing that wasn't right or wrong. Okay, so that's why.
Respect.
And now, is Mr. someone that is your type?
She definitely. She got this cowgirl going on. I'm from the South, right? So I like your outfit. I like what you got going on. Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to our next lady over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm 37. I'm from New Orleans as well, and I live in the DMV. And the reason why I popped my balloon is because I am from New Orleans, and just the energy just wasn't vibing with. Like, I think you're super cool. I love the way that you look.
She said she wasn't vibing with the energy. That would be an authentic reason. I like that reason. It's okay to not vibe with somebody's energy, right? But a lot of those people is the same reason, but they would justify the nonsense with logic, of course, right? You'll find one logic, like you don't have deal breaker.
But as far as like energy, I feel like I've dated guys from New Orleans before, and they just did not work out for me. So I think because we come
She's
from the
not
same
interested in
place,
New Orleans
it just
people.
clashes.
Okay, so since we come from the same place, it clashes.
Yeah.
I
I just haven't had really good.
Chidima says because he doesn't want you to care about his own. You guys are overthinking. He said he doesn't have deal breaker. Which one is he doesn't want you to care about his own? How did you get that far? Oh God.
Relationship
Bernie.
experiences, dating people from my hometown.
You never met Brian. You never met Brian. But
yes,
today that
skeletons
you did,
cupboard.
You know what I mean? And today, definitely, you was a winner. But, the fact that you're from New Orleans, I respect that because I respect my home, and I'm prideful on being a Louisianimal.
Hey, Caroline.
Right? And I definitely was feeling you. But
Thank you.
You
I'd
know,
like to
since you
say you're
popped
very
on me,
handsome.
we don't really deal with rejection too well. We respect that, you know, but we move on.
And then
Nice to
Tracy,
meet you.
Tracy, we actually didn't get. What do you do?
So I work in management. So the person that I kind of link with, we can kind of go into further of my career. Yeah.
What industry? What management? What industry?
I wouldn't like to say.
She doesn't want to say. She doesn't want to get specific. Caroline says the level of toxicity when a man thinks he can treat a woman poorly because he has money. My gender, please have your own money. I'm gonna guess you're a woman. Okay. Just keep in mind, I have to stand on my 2 toes when I say this, and I will keep repeating until you guys register it. Having your own money does not protect you from terrible relationships or the effects or impact of terrible relationships. Having your own money does the same thing that a prenup does. That's beautiful. It's nice. It's cute. You can have prenup. It will protect the other person it will protect your money, your assets from the other person, right? But it doesn't really protect your heart. The same thing with having your own money. If you could have your own money, you probably would have had your money already. But sure, it's still a nice encouragement. Have your own money. Just know that it does not replace the skill set you need to attract a better quality relationship. So while we talk about that, while I think it's cute, have your own money, I want you to also be aware that the main work is actually working on yourself so that you can attract better quality relationships. All right. And I don't think we say that enough. So I will keep saying it. I think I will keep saying it forever because I know it's a major talking point. Have your own money. Shout out to you, Caroline. Let's keep going. Let's see here. Let me read a little bit before I continue. Chidima says, so he didn't know what deal breaker is. He ignorant. Ignorant? Is ignorant? Okay. This guy with no deal breaker is the whole Chinese flag. The red Tigboju. Listen, you guys are reading. He hasn't even said anything yet. You're reading extra further into him. He's nice. He's not Ninja Turtle. He's actually nice to these ladies. Right? Some people have a theory that maybe because he's short. Is this guy short for you guys? He's reminding me of an ex who offered me his phone password. That's another angle. Eesh. Sesma, I didn't know you were gonna go there. This one is deep. This one is deep. Yeah, definitely somebody who offers you their phone password is a red flag. I know, to the lame, that doesn't really make sense. What do you mean that's transparency? I know. Ride with me. A person who offers you their phone password without you asking for it is a walking red Chinese flag. I cannot agree more. All right, that person is dangerous. All right. Now it's different from not having a deal breaker. Uncle thought it was smart and using reverse psychology to collect my password. I said no, thank you. I fit steal it myself. Right? Yeah, I didn't know you were going to go there. We'll have that conversation another day. There's somebody right now who thinks like, wait, isn't that what we all want? Like, share your password, right? Yeah. Uncle is confusing body count and red pill men. Bad listing towards women with deal breaker. All right, let's get back to this.
Respect my home, and I'm prideful on being a Louisianimal, right?
Louisianimal. Hit the like button, everybody.
You know, since you popped on me, we don't really deal with rejection too well. We respect that, you know, but we move on.
All right. At that point, if somebody popped the balloon, I won't be surprised. But it sounds like they're not popping balloons. I have a feeling it's because a lot of these people are over 34, 35. They are quote unquote being intentional to a large extent, right? All right. But there's something about what he just did that I feel like all the men listening should pay attention if you're in the market.
Deal with rejection too well. We respect that, you know, but we move on.
And then
Nice
Tracy,
to meet you.
Tracy, we actually didn't get. What do you do?
So I work in management. So the person that I kind of link with, we can kind of go into further of my career. Yeah.
What industry? What management? What industry?
I wouldn't like to say. Yeah, I would like to discuss that with the person that I match with.
That you
I
match
think that's
with.
a little more in depth.
Okay. You're looking good today. I love the orange.
Let's go to
Definitely.
our next lady.
All right, so nobody popped the balloon there. I think most of them already popped the balloon. But, gentlemen, he was talking too much just now. We don't handle rejection. We handle rejection. We don't handle rejection well. We respect it. That's too much talking. Okay, those are things you need to act. You don't say it out. You just show it. You don't need to say that. And I have a feeling he's going to talk a little bit more too much again. Maybe that's the problem already. But let's see.
Hi, we're Visible.
Pay some
Getting
bills.
set to travel this summer and need a wireless plan that'll keep you connected.
We can have your name and age.
My name is Chanel Kidd, and I am originally from Gary, Indiana. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Wait, her name is Coco Stiletto. All right, let's keep going.
Coco Stiletto on Instagram.
Lovato.
I have my own business. I'm a business consultant, and I also create trivia games that I sell on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm sorry we didn't get your age.
She's a hustler. She's an entrepreneur. All
I'm
right.
42.
42.
And the reason why I popped my balloon is pretty much, and you have already answered. You didn't have any deal breakers.
No deal breakers.
I need someone that knows what he wants.
The way I'm interpreting this is that too much overthinking on the part of the ladies. You're overthinking. You're not giving yourself a chance to get to know people. That's a red flag in its own. On its own, Gidigbe, stand still. Overthinking is a red flag. Okay, you don't have a deal breaker. There are ways you can find out more about that. That could be an interesting thing you want to learn more about, right? You don't have to marry the person, okay? But I get it. It's a game show. But I just wanted to drop that hint. You're overthinking. You don't have a deal breaker. Red flag. Hello, red flag. Okay. The real red flags are in this book. You can download it for free. Okay. manofprestige.com. Let's keep going.
I can be a handful sometimes as well. So, and it can be anything. So it's got to be something that makes you tick, that you can be honest about. So that's why I popped my balloon. And you kind of remind me of my nephew. Just kind of. It's just sweet.
Kind of remind you of my nephew? Okay. So you said the deal breakers would be because I don't have a deal breaker?
Correct.
Okay, well, I could have a
I
clean...
need a man to tell me something. Tell me what he want and don't want.
Right now.
Tell me that.
Right now.
And-
Tell me everything right now.
And that will come. Definitely. I would definitely tell you where you're going wrong at. But as far as a deal breaker, I have a clean slate with everybody. I'm the type to trust you before I not trust you. I'm going to give you that grace before I don't give you that grace.
All right. Again, these are things you don't really talk about. I don't know if they instruct them to say something, but all these things you demonstrate, you don't have to talk about it. I'm the type that give you grace until I don't. All that is also extra, right? But I like the answer that he just gave. Like, this one right here. That could have been like Shoki Lobelge.
Definitely. I would definitely tell you where you're
I'll tell you when you're definitely doing something wrong. How's that for boundaries, right? How's that for boundaries? He's going to tell you if something is going wrong. He's actually going to probably protect you. Remember, it's an aircraft mechanic, so he probably can protect you too, right? So he will tell you, relax with the deal breaker thing. Deal breaker is one terminology that's also getting a lot of people in trouble, keeping them stuck in a never-ending cycle. Deal breaker. Now somebody said they don't have deal breaker. Now that's Wahala too. Go figure.
going wrong at. But as far as a deal breaker, I have a clean slate with everybody. I'm the type to trust you before I not trust you. I'm going to give you that grace before I don't give
They
you that
think we're not
grace,
smart.
right? But I respect how you feel.
I like that response. Might circle back, but
You might go get back?
might.
You want your balloon back?
Do you want that balloon back?
Not yet.
Okay.
You got to get the gab I see, so we're just gonna.
I got to give the gab.
Let's go on
It's
to our next
transparency,
ladies.
love.
Okay, if we can start off with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello,
And
Janae.
Janae, what do you do?
I'm in school for fashion design. I'm an office assistant, and I'm a new entrepreneur. Just about to launch
Office
my fitness clothing line called
assistants, entrepreneur about to launch our clothing line. Okay, what kind of outfit is this? What do you guys call this one, ladies? This outfit right here. What do you call this? Alakpakon. The other akpa has something on it, some tattoo. She's good looking. She's tall, taller than him. Okay, she might be in some kind of heels, but still taller than him. I think this is a big deal for a lot of people in Gen Z generation. Not just Gen Z age, but Gen Z generation. Like, if you're a millennial, some of you think like Gen Zs too.
Fit.
In fact, some Gen X think like Gen Zs too.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon for Brian?
Hey, Brian, I love the way you speak.
Okay.
But for me,
But she said, I love the way you speak, but that's a big old but. Did he say he's a losing animal? Yeah, something like that. More, I can't agree more. Right. Talk too much. Yep, definitely talk too much. There's some things that you demonstrate you don't have to say out loud. When you say it out loud, you become a red flag, gentlemen. Same is true for you ladies, but in this context, especially men, some things you just demonstrate you don't have to say. Okay. Is beginning to manifest that rejection is like holy water on an evil spirit. Just watch. Yeah, that whole spiel about rejection. Yeah, I don't know. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance, right? Not holy water. Wait, this show is 1 hour long. I'm not going through everything. No, it's just this zone segment. We got 2 other stories to cover. We got to cover Kiss Daniels. We got to cover some other stuff about sexless marriages. Let's see here. Don't worry, I'm not going through the whole pop the ballot. I couldn't. Okay, I'm telling you, this bad manners will soon show if one of the ladies trigger him with a response. Okay, all right. I feel like some of you might have seen it actually, right? Anti-handful problem. The guy is full of poop. Already? Why do you say that? Outside of him talking too much, what else? What else have you noticed? He talked too much on the show. The guy is a lot better than Ninja Turtle, but it's the extra that I feel like can easily become a turnoff. What kind of market is he selling? I beg. He's selling himself. Oshe Grace Giver. Or Kindra G's clips. I find that people don't know what a deal breaker is. They just be talking. Yeah, because I can't. The deal breaker thing is, if I hear it in your lingo, I'm just gonna ask you, kill me by deal breaker, because I don't know what that means in real life at this point. Film girl says, I agree the guy is clueless on all the modern women relationship terminology. I remember the day I was talking about alpha, beta, omega, and brother Beno brain overloaded. Where's Uncle Beno yourself now? Yeah, most human beings, believe it or not, they're disconnected from all those terminologies. America, Nigeria, doesn't matter. It's just some of us have engaged this conversation a lot on the internet, so we've picked up a lot of these terminologies. But most normal people are not. They're at work. They can't even take the phone inside to work. Okay, let's keep going.
Was the pants.
The pants.
I love the way you speak.
But
for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto too.
What's wrong with this pants? What is wrong? Somebody already said that here earlier. What is wrong with this guy's pants? It's kind of tight. I don't wear tight pants personally, but I see people wear tight pants, and I thought it was in vogue or something, right? What's wrong with the pants? Huh?
So I like them a little loose, and that was just it.
She liked them a little loose.
How old are you?
34.
34? How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Okay.
I should have said 0.
Why should you have said 0? If you got 3 baby daddies, simply say, I got 3 baby daddies. And shut up. He's probably about to tell on himself. Wait. But she started telling on herself. Why should you have said 0? Why is she getting defensive? The story of your life is the story of your life. That's the thing with these game shows. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to explain yourself. Okay? And if somebody puts you in a position where you're just having a conversation, they put you on a defense mode, it's probably your opportunity to exit left, because probably going to go left from that point on forward. She's already getting defensive. Wait, what?
34.
34. How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies. Okay.
I should have said 0. Because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent. There's no man in my life.
He said, "You're gonna lie to the public." This is about to go left.
Man in your life? Why is the
my
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed.
Yeah.
We go explain because no evidence.
Somebody said they can't even say what industry they are doing a manager in. This one is going into a life story. Okay, so there's a fine line here. I'm saying full confidence. Your story is your story. You don't necessarily have to tell it. You don't have to explain yourself, especially when somebody is put you on some kind of interrogation type of deal. It's gonna go left. Okay, it's supposed to feel like a conversation in real life. Now, again, granted, this is a dating show, so I understand that things are kind of designed to go left. But in real life, if somebody puts you on that kind of edge and you're already feeling funny, excuse yourself. If you like them enough, excuse yourself. Go to the bathroom to gather yourself. If you feel triggered already, don't get defensive and then you enter shalaye mode. They're going to ask. They're going to trigger you further. That's what's going to happen. Let me continue.
Away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found.
The
So,
other
his
2 are
father
no.
Why is the
My
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So, what can you
The
do?
other 2 are nowhere to be found. What can you do? All right, so me, I don't like making assumptions. I teach you guys, don't make assumptions. Ask further questions. You see now, naturally more questions will come up, right? More potentially triggering questions will come up, right? I have 3 baby dads. I'm a single mother. I can tell you more later on. How's that, ladies? Right? Now, if you know this type of men we have in these streets today, number one, you being a single mother, they're probably getting ready to shame you anyway, right? It's just gonna go left. I don't see any way out of this.
Do
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
something. Only God
Or
knows.
is there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Right. But to say that a 41-year-old man is disqualified because of his pants,
You're 41?
Oh, he really doesn't like
Oh, I
rejection.
thought you said 40.
I'll be 41 in September. That's coming up.
I like it. It's okay for you.
But-
It's not my style.
Okay.
You know, with everything going on, I like the pants to be a little baggy. That's all.
Where you from, love?
Kansas City. Yeah.
Where you from, love? He's polite. Remember that Ninja Turtle was calling them queen. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay. How long you been out here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's like, "Can you leave me alone right now?"
Let's go on over.
Okay, it's way better than Ninja Turtle. I was predicting that was gonna go completely left. Okay, but I think I dropped some hints right there. You don't have to be interrogated. You can, and if you feel like you're being interrogated, a new skills you can, a good skill you can have is answer one question, but also follow it up with a question. Right? Answer that question, but you follow up with a question. So your mind has to be kind of fast. Or you can say, "Hey, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." Okay. Let me come to the chat because I said a lot there. Let me come to the chat.
We go explain. He shock you.
Let's see. 3 with 3 baby daddies or dead. Oluremi or dead. Let me see here. She got issues herself. Oluremi said. She's the wrong person to be talking about fashion. Wahala. See, single mom with certain number of kids, baby daddies is a deal breaker for him. We told you he lied. Well, it's something you could discover with time. Allow yourself to discover things with time. That's part of the mystery in building romance, right? Don't try. That's okay. It's funny enough. This is how people kill attraction early on. They want to know everything. At least one of the parties will get turned off by knowing everything up front. Leave some things up for figuring out later. That's literally what we call the mystery, right? The mystery effect. You don't have to know everything up front. Not just when you're dating, even inside of marriage. Everybody is preaching opposite of that in marriage. They said, know everything. Figure out, know all the deal breakers, ask all the questions. First of all, that's unrealistic. Second of all, it actually doesn't work in your favor by doing that. Right? Get to know them just enough to take another step. Right? This is always going to be a move of faith, no matter how you try to know everything up front. This idea of romantic love is always going to be a move of faith. Essentially, you don't like to hear this. It's always some level of risk involved. Yes, you can turn around that person. In fact, fell out of the skies. They have no real biological parents. Right? After 3 kids, they are like an akudaya. Right? Oh, it's highly likely that's not gonna happen. It's highly unlikely that would happen. So why are you making it hard for yourself? Leave some room to get to know people more as time goes on, including quote unquote deal breakers. Right? There's some deal breakers I don't know I have right now until it happens. What do you mean? That's a red flag. You should, well, if you say so. All right, but I hope you get my point, yeah, at the end of the day. All right? You get it?
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
MOP, you self-check them now. Which kind bath up be that? You need to look at your body type and and dress accordingly. Okay, Motigbo. The color didn't help. The color of the pants. It's too like, look at me. 3 with 3 baby daddies. Yes, sister Fashion Nova. Orange sister calling is fit ghetto pot meat kettle. Jesus Christ. That's what you call her outfit? 3 by 3 with the bird tails. Too much. She's talking too much. MOP, okay, I think we kind of read that. Auntie with the belly dancing outfit. I can just imagine her tying that string of beads while dressing up, thinking she's killing it. Oh, I see. Says more. I see where you're going with that. Miami, Iweka tight pants. Is that what they dress up there? Yeah. All tight pants. Let's see. No accent gets this black women's. The ladies show come correct with their dressing either. They did not come correct with their dressing. So his deal breaker is rejection. Got it. I dragged them too. He shocked you. I just clicked the coconut head on the pole. Kind of funny. Uncle Beno, you're not a coconut head. Stop the cap. Uncle Beno.
Stop the cap.
Uncle Beno thinks he's a coconut head. Uncle Beno is like a big teddy bear. If I show you coconut head. Anyway, your food don't do. Let's see. Okpe, I made the live. It's more fun watching live than replay, gang. My people are hello. Hey, D-Love, welcome. Hey, D-Love. Hello, Miss Uju. Welcome. All right, we're just catching cruise. We're warming up. I know we take 1 hour to warm up, but we're having fun right now. So let's continue this video.
Here, if we can have your name and age.
I am Venusian, 39.
And you said Venusian? And what do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
Cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so having to check in with somebody like...
When somebody say they're a free-spirited woman, what does that mean to you, my people? What does that mean to you, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and Uncle Beno. What does that mean when somebody say they're free-spirited to you guys? What does that mean? I feel like that's a loaded sentence. What does that mean? I feel like that sentence is pregnant.
Jesus is Lord.
What does that mean when somebody is free-spirited? I have an idea what it's supposed to mean on paper, but you know what it means on paper and what people mean sometimes. What does free-spirited mean? Somebody help me in the chat. Trying to figure out what does free. She mingled easily with everyone. Hey, Uncle Beno. She mingled easily with everyone. Like she's, on paper I would think it means open-minded, but these days I don't trust modern people. What does free-spirited mean? What does that mean? Help me. Easygoing and does not take life too seriously. Okay, that's what I would think it means, right? Hello everyone, Misty, welcome. Brotherhood run, oh. Yeah, Brotherhood should run for free-spirited people. Is that what you think? Okay, so now Uncle Beno, help me here. When he says she mingled easily with everyone, I would think that also means the same thing as easygoing and does not take life too seriously. Is your own she mingled easily with everyone pregnant? Tell me more, brother. Tell me. It means she's inspired by hippie culture, like just free, like piercing 4 times on the nose, about 6 times on each ears, right? Free-spirited. Or she doesn't judge people that do that, right? Open-minded, right? Free-spirited sometimes means they don't want any responsibility or accountability. Low bata. That's why I'm asking Chidima. It's like this free-spirited thing. What do I do with this? 1 hour warm up. I know. Free spirit equals to I am ready to settle down, and I may even cheat on you if I can get away with it. Uncle Patrick, welcome, sir. He says they are liberal. Liberal. The idea of liberal, depending on who we're talking to, can mean no boundaries. I could do whatever I want, right? No boundaries, okay? No principle can stand for anything. Eternity says, Hish. Ouch. It's exactly what I was suspecting, though. Eternity. Okay, so again, it's not something that I just want you to be careful with this, right? When you say free-spirited, henceforth, just keep in mind there's enough people that will interpret that as quote unquote you are loose. Shout out to Mama, is that Mama Jojo? Quote unquote loose, right? That's what that means for certain types of people. For certain types of people who might be free-spirited themselves, like they're just easygoing. That's what they mean by that, So now, us knowing that different people can interpret that in different ways, what do we do with that? Uncle Beno said, wait, MOP, let me check my traditional dictionary first. Okay, all right. Do whatever they want. Yeah, like what does that mean? Okay, now, Miss Uju says, a good example of a free-spirited person is Kora Obidi. That example, the brotherhood are probably going to get triggered with that. That example is not exampling too, right? And most men, the funny thing with most men is that they will be attracted to a Korah OBD, but they will be the one to resent the whole thing later on. I'm talking about modern men in particular, not traditional men. I'm talking about modern men camouflaged as traditional men, claiming they are traditional, they are modern men. The one that lives in this era, right? That are triggered by anything that's open-minded in any ramification. They will fall in love with the Korah OBD. They will come back a few years later, resent the whole thing, as if somebody put a gun to the head in the first place. And they're in every. Obviously, we have a white boy. What's his name again? Justin Dean, right? They're in every culture. Okay, all right. They will fall in love with that spicy thing. They will come back and resent that same thing later on, right? They will try to change you first, and when that doesn't work, they will say, "These modern women," right? So, of course, people like that will get triggered by the phrase free-spirited, But again, free-spirited can mean it's probably some kind of spectrum, right? From I don't judge people. I'm very conservative, but I don't judge people. It can go from that to don't judge me. I'm gonna do what I want. Okay? Don't you dare judge me, and don't put boundaries on me because I get to do. You don't control me. Yeah, you're not my father, right? It could mean any of the above. So what do we do with that? She means she can date any orientation. Another angle. Another angle. Obviously, from all responses, it can mean a million things. Yes, it can mean a million things. So if you were dating and you heard that kind of answer when you are quote unquote interrogating them, what should you do? What is the best thing to do with that information? If somebody just pop up and say, "Oh, I'm free spirited," right? What should you do with that information? If you're a landlord, you will suffer in the hands of a free-spirited tenant. Yeah, they won't pay their rent because they are free. And the system is also free enough for them to live rent-free for a couple of months before you finally kick them out. That's deep. Free-spirited to brotherhood means I do me. Right, I do me. You don't tell me what I do. Right? Attention to detail is on 100. Is that what free-spirited means? No, wait. What am I reading? Oh, okay. All right. I salute all my wonderful people. Shout out to Uncle Patrick. Now, if you're married to a free-spirited person, you can enjoy it in so many ways than what your fears are. Okay, so much more ways than whatever your biggest fear is. Okay, if you are married to the opposite of a free, like flip opposite of a free-spirited person, they will show you shaggy because everything is a matter of rule for them. And if you miss any step, you go collect. Right? That's the extreme flip end of the other end. All right. They hate anything free-spirited, so everything is like walking a straight line for them. And if you miss one step, yes, you go collect. What do we do with a free-spirited person? I'm digressing quite a bit, you know. I would want to know what free-spirited means to them. Okay, that's a good answer, D. If someone says it, I'll ask them what they mean by free-spirited. Thank you. Exactly, right? Don't cast them away so soon. Don't be so quick. Remember, it's already anti-seductive to be a judge, right? It's already anti-seductive. You're not, so if you look at the anti-seducers on the screen, you will find one of them. Number 3, moralizer, police, right? Right there, let me see if there's another one. We already see 6, talkative, right? That guy talked too much, right? Also the lady in the spandex with the beads, she also talked too much, right? If you get triggered a lot very quickly, for the people that popped the balloons earlier on, that's also anti-seductive. Let's see, no patience, that's probably something like that too. Anyway, you can see that list on the screen. Feel free to pause it and take screenshot of it, right? Let's get back to it.
Like they are my parent is something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean?
I'm a free-spirited woman.
She said it.
So having to check in with somebody like they are my parent.
Having to check in with somebody like they are my parent. She said it.
Is something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
See, that's a fantastic question from him. Right? That's a very wise question to ask. What do you mean checking in? Don't get triggered. Relax. Ask her what she means by that.
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to.
Oh, he said the transparency thing triggered her. The transparency thing triggered her. She was gentle, but she's slam dunking him right now. You know they do jump cuts, so I don't remember him saying that, but he probably said that. That's good.
That's why I popped my balloon.
That's why she popped the balloon.
Okay. What do you do?
I like the way he just like, okay, moved on to the next one. What do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
It's for TikTok.
Funny? For TikTok?
No, she's not working for TikTok. What do you mean?
Social media.
Okay, social media?
She said, I'm working for social media.
She what? Not be juju be that.
All right, let's keep going. Sounds like someone who is jobless, but let's continue. It's okay.
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay.
She has 2
So
baby
you didn't
daddies.
think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
Oh, he's doubling down. Right? He's taking some cheap shots right now.
No? Okay.
Ah! These women don't like accountability. They don't. Right? He's checking her way too much for them. Somebody just popped after that question.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay.
Gentlemen, if you don't like what you see, learn how to keep it moving. This interrogation stuff, it's the moralizer thing. It's not going to help. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Listen, it's okay to have preference, but learn how to walk away. Just learn how to walk away. Jesus Christ, it's nothing good is gonna come out of it. You're just gonna come off as lame. Okay, not to your fellow men who will agree with you, to the people you're trying to get. Okay, you see how they pop the balloon? That's how it's going to work in real life. Again, not to your fellow men, okay, but to the people that you actually want to get with. Okay.
Okay.
2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
That's the moralizer.
Okay.
Let me put it on the
I was
screen.
just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Poisons.
That's definitely
Circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant,
definitely
but
right.
that's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
All right, so you're a beautiful woman, though. It sounds the same thing as okay, queen. Okay, queen. Aye, queen. There's L on your arm, though, queen. Oh, boy.
Yeah, let's go back here. Okay.
Ollie and
All right.
Anna seem so perfect. And what
No
I
worries.
didn't
No
know
rush today.
is
We're
she
there.
was
Okay.
screaming.
We can start off with
Let me
your
just
name
finish
and
this
age.
segment.
I'm Shay, and I'm 37.
How you doing, Shay?
Doing amazing.
Shay, what do you do?
So I work for the county, and I have my own hair business and a few other little small businesses.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your
Entrepreneurs.
So originally I was feeling it. I like I don't want to say a bad boy, but I like somebody that's outspoken.
She doesn't want to say bad boy, but you know, the swag, the tattoo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me come back to the chat for a second here. Oh my God. You guys have gone so far. My coin. Shout out to Adewale. Welcome Adewale. To be fair, some agents have companies where they manage content creators. They may not work there. Trust me, I know. You know, I'm sure. Thank you. What about a man who doing detective work in a petty way is sexy? Or Danny Boboye? No, there's nothing sexy about it. He might be right, but it's not sexy. I'm sure there will be enough brotherhood that will say he's right. Trust me. I know. You don't have to tell me that he's right. Me, I'm already feeling he's right.
You're right.
So far, I have identified 2 deal breakers. 1, rejection. 2, baby mama, baby daddy. Yeah, because he kept drilling in, right? And that will put any woman, not the woman who is a single woman, all the women around it, to put them on the edge. It's just what it is, okay? It's something intuitive about that. They will pop the balloons. It should be expected, right? Now, it looks like all of them have popped the balloon already. Again, to be expected. Don't argue with your destiny. Just look at the reality of how these things work and then learn how to navigate. You don't have to change your values. You don't like it, you walk away. Gentlemen. But that's how the show is set up. In the Nigerian version, they insult each other excessively. The producers tell them to be sassy. We've acknowledged that earlier on. It's a show. It's a dating show. Let's see. Does this show just feature assholes? Asking. No, people are actually assholes like this in real life. Okay, especially in this modern dating scenes, they are. Okay, start by the way they ghost each other. Okay, just because of deal breakers. Oh, it was a deal breaker. He picked his nose. No, that's kind of extra, but you know what I mean. Okay, they are vicious to each other. That's my point. It's more pops everywhere. Uncle looks like he wants to have a person's live location at all times. They can either stalk you or gauge how far you are while he's cheating. Wahaler. Anyway, he shut it down. This man saucy as hell. D-Love. This man is saucy? He is. Now your markets. Now market. I told you the whole baby mama, baby daddy thing is a deal breaker. It is, because there's enough influencers also preaching that these days, and the problem is that a lot of them are missing out. You know, I don't encourage people to go after single baby mothers. That's not the gist. That's their assumptions. Like, once you don't shame baby mothers, they assume is the flip other end, that you are encouraging people to go and be marrying single baby mothers. That's literally how they think, black or white. So even when they start shaming single mothers, they didn't realize they've done it already. They just like, oh, there's something wrong with what I said. Oh, that's why I was getting dragged. Oh, I didn't know. They literally might not know. Okay, just so you know, this guy is an asshole, and I love it. He is. It's gentle though. He said queen. No, he didn't say queen. He said you're beautiful though. That's not enough. all right. Let's keep going.
Spoken, but the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women on how many baby daddies you got, and then, you know, it's just, does that matter? You say future, so that's their past. It's not their future.
He already said that he doesn't care about people's past, but he drills in on that past, doesn't he? Right? Women don't like inconsistent men. Write it down. Okay? Women don't like inconsistent men. You don't care about their past, but every chance you get, you ask them about how many baby daddies, and you drill it even further, and then you judge them. Maybe you didn't mean to judge them, but you're literally trying to engage the person. You judge them by one is given. What did he say? One is given, and second is on you. Let's keep going.
How many kids do you have?
I have one daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
He wants more kids.
My balloon still pop because I don't want any more.
Okay.
You don't want any more?
She doesn't want any
You
more.
can't have any more. You
I'm
choose
choosing
not to have
any more. I have a
Okay.
almost 14-year-old, and
Okay, yeah. Well, the reason for me asking their past about the baby daddies, because it lets me know where they're going in their future. If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful of what you
uncareful
ninja. Somebody's past is their past. That don't determine it.
All right. He doesn't talk that much, but when he does, he talk that much, right?
If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful of what you did.
Uncareful.
Do you necessarily believe that somebody's past is their past that don't determine their future? Because I mean, I can look at you and say like you made people make mistakes.
He doesn't care about the past. He's just trying to look at for patterns, right? She might say, yeah, deal breaker.
And it could happen. I feel like once or twice. Okay, some things become a choice, but
no.
doesn't determine.
When it comes to
all right, she's talking too much too. You don't justify your life story. There's no need for it. You will always fail doing that. If somebody put you in that kind of position where you have to justify yourself, it's already gone left. It's not worth it. Don't engage it. Now, she's not talking about herself. She already popped a balloon, so she doesn't care anymore right now. But I'm just saying, in general, if you are on a date and somebody put you in a position where you have to be doing shalaye for yourself, excuse yourself. It's not worth it. You're about to waste your life in that moment, at least. Okay, that thing will pop up again in the future. Okay,
once is a mistake. Twice, that's on you.
Okay, so then
once
say, like,
it's a mistake. Twice it's on
somebody,
you.
You get married and things don't work. So then I guess you made a mistake.
Oh God!
And then so once it's a mistake.
No evidence. You guys been tired. Anyway, Chidima said, right, he just contradicted himself. Bingo. These are things that people, you might not be able to pick up while you're on a date. It's things that the other side will pick them up. They might not be able to put their fingers on it, but they will pick those things up. Okay, these are the cues why some of you get ghosted sometimes. Talk too much. It can come from any side, woman, man, but especially if a man talks too much. Okay. Yep. He looks good for a man with a 19-year-old child. He's 40. Probably had them early, right? So wait till if he already has a child and he wants another one, wouldn't that put him in the same position as a woman who has 2 babies by 2 men? Yes, because potentially we know that there's a 50% chance that that marriage will not go right. Especially if you don't know these things I'm saying right now. There's a very high chance the marriage will not go right. That makes him a 2 baby daddies. But let's stop the cap. Okay, can we stop the cap?
Stop the cap.
Women are judged more harshly for being multiple baby daddy or baby mamas than women in our society, particularly by women themselves.
Oh, beauty.
So that's a factor to pay attention to. All right, that's something to pay attention to. Let's keep going.
And then twice is, I don't believe in that because I believe things happen.
Sweetheart, twice is on you.
Things happen.
You should have learned from that very first mistake. Okay,
Lessons are
and
to
not
be learned.
saying that your child is a mistake.
It's now
right?
arguing.
But the fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before
Marriage
the next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a
A
person
marriage.
that's married, but marriage don't determine anything. I didn't know people to be married.
He's 40, is not married. He's talking about marriage. All right, so let's keep going.
For the
Marriage
next
doesn't
one,
determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I didn't.
Does any of this conversation right now so far sound romantic to you guys? Does it sound sexy at all? Right? On either side, does any of this conversation sound sexy at all? Sure or not? Okay. Does it overall? I'm just saying.
I know people to be married for.
You might be like, oh, this is just a dating game show. This is literally what people go on a date and do. Okay? They go there, they piss each other. How do I know? Because I got clients. They piss each other off and they're upset, and then it leaves a bad taste in their mouth, and now they are afraid every single time they have to go on a date. Right? They have trauma from previous dates before, because somebody cannot just get to know themselves without all these judgmental elements that they bring into it. All right? These shows are going viral for a reason, because they touch a nerve somewhere. They're not going viral because it's just a dating game. All right? She's talking a lot.
Marriage doesn't determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long time and it don't work out, baby. So yeah, you are no.
Did she say it don't work out, baby? She's triggered. Right? How? Why? Because he sowed those seeds. He provided it. Shebi, we are providers.
Honey, but
Okay.
you're too aggressive now.
no problem. Well, you know, the aggressiveness that comes from a Southern man, right?
Baby, let me explain
And we
something to
stand on what we.
It's okay. So he's explaining his aggressiveness.
Explain, because no evidence.
Is Southern men are aggressive? Really? That's how that works? I thought country Southern comes with I'm confused. Somebody please help me. I'm confused at this point. Okay, the Southern mean aggressive or polite, gentle, kind, if we were to generalize, of course, right? All right, interesting.
You talking
Our roots
about?
come from baby. So yeah, you are no, honey, but
Okay.
you're too aggressive now.
No problem.
She said you too
but
aggressive
the
now.
aggressiveness that comes from a Southern man, right?
baby, let me explain
And we
something to
stand on what we talking.
She said, let me explain something.
Explain, because no evidence.
She said, let me explain something to you, baby. Yeah, undefeated.
Okay, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, so
You know what I
the
mean?
South,
So
the
when
battles
you-
of the South.
Brian, let's move on. Let's
Okay,
move on. Let's
no
move on.
problem. Have a good day, love.
If we can have
This conversation is inside of Wada. Oh yeah, they position them to trigger them and stuff like that. In real life, you will be in a position where you're triggered, and that's actually when your skills will be tested the most. It might be with one person that you're actually already married to, or somebody you're trying to date. They'll be the one to trigger you. You will feel even greater amount of pressure.
Everything I do, I will. Pressure to what?
You will feel even a more authentic, greater level of pressure, because this is a person you've engaged for a while now. So you'll be even more pissed off, to be honest with you, in real life. Okay? So at least they're on a dating show. There's camera, there's light, action. So this is actually easy. Okay, and they're still getting triggered. So imagine.
Have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm 37.
And Shay, what do you
Hello,
do?
Shay.
I am an insurance adjuster, and I'm just waiting to take my real estate license.
Oh.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just based off of the energy. I didn't want to pop it too soon. I like to feel you out first, but just based off of the energy and the conversations that were had between the women, and just overall, that's it.
Okay.
That's very honest. I like that.
So you a follower?
No, I
So you're a follower? He said, so you're a follower? Because he said energy? Let's continue.
That's why I said I didn't pop it right away. I wanted to see for myself.
So you didn't like my response?
She was a coconut head. The people that popped earlier, you thought you were wiser than the wisest.
You think so they're wise?
She was a coconut head. She wanted to find out for herself. She's pragmatic. She wanted to be logical, right? She finally realized that the energy overall. The most authentic thing she said is energy.
Isn't the women that I responded to, you didn't like the responses?
Oh God,
Just the energy from it. Yeah.
The energy is too strong for you, huh?
Not necessarily too strong. I just didn't too much care for it.
That's understandable. I respect that though.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. If we can have
Wait,
your name and age.
is there any balloons left? All the balloons are gone. This gentleman is a good-looking man, okay? And he was rejected by everybody. There's so many of that going on today. There's so much of that going on today. Gentlemen, pay attention to me. The top 5% men that are here listening to what I'm saying, listen to me if you're in the dating scene. There's too many good-looking men that are getting rejected left and right. Some of them don't even have a problem smashing the first night. They will attract a lot of women. They can take them home. But the moment, starting from the moment they start opening their mouths to like 2 days later, they get dumped. They get ghosted. And it's because of these small things. These are all small things, but it's not small, obviously, because they're getting you rejected. Right? For this man right here, I understand the tight pants and stuff, but come on now. All of them were holding the balloon in the beginning. We have two choices. We can make it easy. Let's make it easy for him. These women don't like accountability, so they reject accountability. That's the easy part. Can you engage the hardest part of the conversation, the toughest part of the conversation? Is this actually your results you're generating on a regular basis from time to time? Then that conversation has to go deeper than just everybody lacks accountability. It has to go deeper than that. Because you don't benefit from telling yourself what you already know. Okay, yes, women don't like accountability. Good. Raise up your hand. You're right. What else can you learn from this situation? Rewind the whole segment back and watch it. There were so many gems. Okay, and it has nothing to do with the people that are rejecting. It's more about you, because there's a consistency in the results you're generating. You got to pay attention to that.
Age?
Davinia, and I'm 41.
And Davinia, what do you do?
I'm a compliance analyst for a payment processing company.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon. I was waiting because I was trying to feel the energy, the vibe, the connection, chemistry, and I believe he was speaking very well.
She was a
Very
coconut head.
suave,
It's okay. It's
handsome
okay
gentleman.
to be coconut
So I
head
was trying to give it some time, but then it started to feel like an attack, and I didn't like or agree with the attack. So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay. So you say it felt like...
She said it started. She didn't say it's an attack. Gentlemen, you need to learn how to listen to this kind of stuff. She didn't say it was an attack. She said it started to feel like an attack. The key word is feel.
Gentleman. So I was trying to give it some time, but then it started to feel like an attack, and I didn't like or agree with the attack. So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay. She did say attack, but it's the feel. The key word is the feel, okay?
So you say it felt like an attack. Can you elaborate on that?
You don't judge people from their past, or you like to start off with a clean slate.
But
I don't think that if a relationship works out for a woman and it happens to be her second baby daddy per se, I don't think that's her fault. So
yeah, Listen, you're gonna argue with people who think it's your fault. It's always gonna be your fault. How about don't explain yourself? Okay, there are people that will appreciate you for who you are. They are patient enough. If they like you, they are patient enough to get to know you and then get to know more of the story behind whatever the circumstances are. In this kind of position, it's not going to work, right? That's to the ladies now. Don't, again, I keep that. That's the tip for the ladies. If you are in this position where you have to over-explain yourself, it's probably just going to go left already, okay? And it has nothing to do with if you are right or wrong. If you have multiple baby mothers or baby fathers, 3 baby daddies, you probably already feel some type of stigma with that. You already feel wrong, right? So somebody reminding you of that is only going to trigger you. That's all that's going to happen. And so that's also going to create a form of inconsistencies. You're getting triggered, but you're saying it's not a big deal. Or you're saying it's not your fault. There's inconsistency in that too, right? It's just all bad. How about just avoid that? Your own person will get to know you, will actually fall in love with the backstory, not the element, the symptoms of your backstory, which is often going to be used to judge you anyway, you know. And it's not only men that judge you with that, women judge you with that too. That's just the reality. So don't put yourself in a position where you have to over-explain yourself. It's just going to go left, right? And there's no how you're going to justify it to a person who already wants to judge you. They don't hear it. They're blockheaded. Coconut head. They're not going to hear you. Okay? You're not going to convince them that it wasn't your fault. Let's keep going.
If she decides to stay and marry the man, like Brian says, then that means she's settling. And I don't agree with a woman having to settle just because the opinions of others thinking that, you know, it's going to be her fault. It's her fault because it didn't work out. No. Okay. Because people, they start off with different personas and then you slowly kind of learn who they really are. So if you decide to walk away because that situation isn't healthy for you, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it didn't work out.
Okay. Okay. So there's 4 billion women on the planet.
Black
American from Louisiana.
Not the numbers.
I have the choice to have the pick of the litter. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Don't pick her.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You
I
have the
understand
choice.
that.
Don't
You
pick
have the
her.
choice. We all have a choice.
I have the choice, but you,
Gentlemen, it's like you guys like tough life. It's actually simpler than you're making it out to be for yourself. Simply don't pick what you don't like. That's the greatest incentive you can actually give what you consider to be bad behavior. Simply don't pick it. You try to preach to the whole world that they shouldn't be picked. That has become shalaye. You go explain.
You go explain because no evidence.
No evidence. Right? And unfortunately, you won't tell us the truth there. There's something else going on with you. Why do you feel the need to walk around and be... I don't understand. I kind of do. But you won't tell me, would you? I'm patient, but not really that patient, unless you pay me. All right? I'm not that patient to help you dig in through that. But you need to dig in through that. What is the obsession with walking around the streets, judging every chance you get? Walk away. Make this life easier for yourself. If you don't like it, keep walking. Keep it moving.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for
Tit
you.
for
If you're
tat.
going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion.
That's logical. He understands. Let's see if he understands.
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's no...
Of course, you know why she was doing shalaye? Because she can relate.
You go explain because no evidence.
Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're I know you guys want to support each other. You're going to tell on yourself too. And it's also an indication that you're disengaged from your seductive powers. Why are you explaining yourself to people that don't want you? It's the same thing as him. Why are you doing shalaye and asking questions from people you already know you don't want? If there are truly 4 billion women in the world, why don't you keep it moving as fast as humanly possible? I know why. You would like to claim you don't care, but you're right.
Don't care.
There's something you resent inside. That's what it is.
There's no disrespect towards that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of
No
top
disrespect,
tier,
but
right?
Man of top tier, not the top tier man. Is this serious right now? Did he just create another word for high value man?
Give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies
You're not qualified, ma'am.
as a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right.
Shall I
Why?
hear?
Because there's billions of women on this planet.
Explanation.
Right? Okay.
Okay, well, Brian, that is all the balloons popped.
No problem.
What we do?
The result, gentlemen, this is what I mean by results. Don't argue with your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, all of them. This is what I mean by results. Look at your results. If you don't like them, don't argue with your destiny. If on a consistent basis you notice a pattern, you notice that you don't like your result, as in, don't tell me or tell the person in the mirror, you don't like them. Seek wise counsel. There are things that can be done to create better results. If you say, I like my results, problem solved. No issues. All of us are happy, right?
Thank you for coming on. Let's go.
The
ahead and
result,
get out there,
full
ladies.
rejection.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Full rejection. That's the result. That's the lesson in all of this. Let me come. The chat is lit. The chat is lit. We're gonna be here for 7 hours. You guys are ready for a 7 hours live stream? Who's ready for a 7 hours live stream? Oh, careful. Is English still the official language in America? I've been on me. Let me first of all ask a question. Are you in America or you're outside of America? Don't judge us with our English in America if you're outside of America. Black Diamond. Don't you dare judge us with our English. Okay? If you are inside of America, repeat the question. I will answer the question. Okay? Let's see. He's 40. Has a 19-year-old kid. I need my calculator. He was young. Right? He didn't know what he was doing. But he made the mistake one. The second would have been on him. He would have owned it with his full chest. But he expects to hold you accountable too, right? Because he's automatically accountable according to some people's lame theory. But yeah, right. Accountability is lost in this modern era. I'll tell you that much. He knocked at 20. He's giving us Cuban uncle pen, snakes, belt. I choose with socks. 40 going on 41. Leave me alone. Uncle Beto say again, dude was not in the show to find love. He's just tired of watching those ladies running their mouth and rejecting guys for filthy excuses. We don't know that. We're gonna pretend we don't know that. What we know is that a lot of men are getting rejected like this in real life and they didn't get their shit together. Alright? I'm gonna pretend I didn't know that even if I knew that. Shout out to Uncle Bendo. Nope, more like demeaning. He came like a real dude but then turned into a Judge Judy. Feminine energy crawling out. This is real, gentlemen. This is real. Keep telling you. All right. If I'll keep saying it because eventually you guys will start seeing it everywhere. Right? The last thing you want to be is a feminine dude, man. Especially if you showed up as masculine first, and suddenly you're like, wait, a top tier man. I'm supposed to be a top tier man, but then the result you are generating, they're slamming dunking you. Masculine women slam dunking you. Like, oh, it's got their masculine. Nah, bro, not that easy. Not that easy. What did you provide? Because even the most masculine women, when they see a masculine man, they align. Okay, get your shit together. Get your theories together. All right. All right. I said he will manifest soon. Wahala. She called him honey bun. That's crazy. Honey bun. Justifying is aggressiveness. Yeah, the shalaye. If you, both men and women, if you find yourself having to explain yourself, it's already left. Just excuse yourself. There's no need to do shalaye. There's no need. Unless you're getting paid to lecture people, there's no need for shalaye. That lady in fuchsia was his match. She liked him. Oh, the lady with the almost purple pink. She liked him, but he got rejected by that one too. No, he left empty because of his mouth. right? So if you were a man and you want to come there, the idea that, let me go with Uncle Benno's theory real quick. You saw this woman rejecting them, because I didn't watch the rest of the show, you know. You saw all these women rejecting all this man, and you come there and you want to show them shege. That is feminine energy too.
Hey! Wait! Hey! Wait! Hey! Wait! Yo! Get off me, nigga! What's wrong with you, nigga? Come on! Where my glasses? Get off of me before I drop your goofy ass again. Now beat that, bitch ass nigga. Pay for this shit. Hurry up. No, pay for that shit and hurry up before I drop your ass again. Touch me, then I'm gonna drop. Stop video for they help me. You got my key.
Somebody help you. Help you.
Men just go and make money. Don't sleep in the gym for a 6-pack. Does he have 6-pack? I couldn't see it. I guess it's in the eyes of the beholder. Me, I'm beholding something else. Wait. If you guys are picking on his looks now. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. That man was a good-looking man.
Stop the cap.
Of course, when they start opening their mouths, you start seeing something else. Remember Natu last night? Natu was like, no, she's not a fine girl. She's not a fine girl. The character is what I see. You guys are seeing the character now at this point. With the tattoo, bad boy look, and all that. You guys are capping big time. Oh, my ladies, now my focus has changed. My focus has changed. Not the pants, please. Exactly. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's let me run through this. High value alpha male with top tier pants, showcasing the package. The guy fine, Jerry. Black Diamond, get it. The pattern in his mind now is that they are baby mamas with multiple baby daddies. MOP and Braben love to troll us with these so-called good-looking men. They know they be capping. Okay, all right. If you think this man is good-looking, put a 1 in the chat. If you think he was good-looking until he opened his mouth, put a 2 in the chat. All right, I'm coming to see your chat. She's in Germany. Yeah, you don't talk about our English. Not especially if you live in Germany. Okay. Can't talk about our English. Our English is better than yours. Right? Black Diamond say 1 and 2. Okay. Sesma says he's good looking. See? Let's see. Who else has a 1 is winning so far. 1 is winning. 1 and 2 says okay, 1 and 2. Okay, but 1 is really winning, right? See? Now they're not talking though. Those that think he didn't look good. Let me see here. All right, good. So let's do this. I had a different story between. I'm just gonna skip that story, and then we're gonna go right into the main story of the day. I used 1 hour and 38 minutes to warm up. Film Girl is like, huh? That's a warm up. This is our live show now. This is our live show. Right? Yeah, pardon us now. This is our live show. All right. So now we're about to go talk about Chidima Sokwe 0, 1. Not 1 or 2. Chidima, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Oluremi says 2. And when he opened his mouth, I can agree with the 2 part, right? Dilo said 2 and 0 equals to he no kuku 5 before, but he got uglier by the second. D-Love, I know your taste is high. So let's even, I'm not going to factor yours. D say 3. D, what is 3? I didn't give you the option of 3. Anyway, poisons, shaming. 2, insult. Okay, and it's not just your intentions to insult. Okay, just if the person you're interacting with feels like insult, it is what it is. That's what it is. Okay. And if you notice on a consistent basis, you have to see it as a bigger truth than your own truth. Number 3, blame and fault, right? Number 4, judgment. 5, condemnation. They all sound similar, don't they? 6, guilt. That means even the one you're doing to yourself. That's what triggers you and you start to do shalaye. If you feel a sense of guilt, they will trigger you faster and then you start doing shalaye. It's also a poison. It will poison everything. It's also anti-seductive behavior. District logic, yes or no, yes or no. Yeah, it's either yes or no. Yeah, that part. Sarcasm. I'm very sarcastic here, but it depends on context, right? But if you tend to be sarcastic, within a romantic relationship in particular, or you are always playing the devil's advocate, it's only a matter of time before somebody starts to see you as, okay, that's annoying. Condescension, of course, kind of like similar category. The discrete logic is also very similar to right and wrong obsessed. Here's another way of looking at it. If you read the book of The Art of Seduction, you would know these things here right here. Brute, no patience. You're just in a rush, which is also the same thing that you do when you start reading red flags everywhere before you get to know a person. I understand it might be coming from a place of experience. Be self-aware about it and have some self-control around that. Number 2, suffocator, neediness. If you're needy, that's also anti-seductive. Number 3, moral police. Moral police are not sexy people. All right. Just look at the results you're generating. Okay. Windbag, talkative, talk too much, tend to be triggered very quickly. Again, it can come from a place of experience. Just engage your self-awareness and your self-control. I think it will help a lot. The self-awareness is already half the battle won. If you know that you tend to be that way, just be aware. And again, last one, no self-control. All right. So let's leave it at that. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Let's move into our main story for the day. I'll be right back. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.